Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. I'm one of your announcers, Jack Human, with my companion.
Blaze Garlemald, the only announcer that really matters. Looks like we're going through space again, Jack.
Yes, it's nice to have everything up and running again. We are getting reports, though, of an incident happening backstage. We're trying to get cameras back there. We're all set up and ready to go out at the arena here.
Well, it seems like we just can't win. When we got our equipment out front, they're fighting out back, and when we got the equipment out back, they're fighting up front.
But I'm getting reports in that there has been a disagreement between Dog and Cat over what we don't know.
Probably along the lines of a high five and a handshake and a trip to Mexico.
That's an excellent point after all. It was Dog that completely took advantage of Ed.
Well, I wouldn't say he necessarily took advantage of him, but that's good business skills.
That's getting rid of somebody that's a partial owner is not good business.
Well, he should have had the sense to know what was going on.
Well, that's the thing about Ed. He doesn't have much sense.
Well, how about that?
And of course, our cameramen are running back there, trying to get all this.
I think this fight's been a long time coming anyway. I hope Dog squashes him.
Well, with the way that he's been performing lately, I highly doubt that. After all, we haven't seen him actually in action since the Tonberry King was here.
Well, he is the first real champion.
He's not a real champion. He gave himself the belt. That's like giving yourself a high five.
Well, in Empire classes, pretty much every time you destroy a village, they tell us to give ourselves high fives, so that works for me.
And yeah, they are going at it.
Well, as long as they don't make it to my car, I'll be all right.
These are two people that own 49% of the company. Like between the two of them, it's 98%, of course. And here they are just fighting it out back like children. I can guarantee you, though, Dog definitely instigated this whole thing.
I doubt that. Dog didn't have these problems for this cat guy came back on the scene.
He had plenty of problems. Probably an entire worker. Dog nailing that last shot on Cat. And I'm getting reports here that actually Ed is part of this as well. But he thinks that everybody's playing hide and seek and is apparently hiding in one of those storage bins.
I hope they find him. And send him back to where he came from.
And Dog is just laying a beating down on Cat.
Woo, 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 woo.
No, it's...
Welcome to the doghouse.
It's not the Arsenio Hall show. But I don't know what exactly provoked this. I'm sure that we'll get some information later on. Now, Dog getting dropped on his head by Cat. Good for you, Cat. That Dog is one dirty son of a bitch. He's been basically putting this company into the ground until Cat returned with Ed, the 2%.
I don't know. I think this company's went to shit since Cat came back.
I definitely think that it's the match quality has certainly improved greatly instead of Dog treating it like his own personal playground.
I seriously disagree with that. I think some of the best quality matches came when Cat wasn't here. Especially that Ed fella, he's very strange.
Well, I'm not
Have you seen
100%
him
sure.
back?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think I just saw one of the lids move in the background there. He may have peeked out.
I hope if he's in any of those containers, I hope it's the green box, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I'm not following you at the moment. The green box?
Yeah, the one that goes out every Tuesday.
I'm sure he's more of a
Another way.
recyclable kind of guy. Like, I mean, he's just not. He's not garbage. He's maybe a little
Yes, he is.
confused.
Well, either way you put it, he's gonna have those little arrows going around in a circle next to his head. How you like that?
Well, it is an excellent point. And Cat nailing Dog right in the back with that tray, and it serves him right.
I expect nothing more than from a backstabber. For Dog to graciously give him 49% of his company and allow him to have that opportunity.
These two have both, if anybody has done any swindling, it would definitely be Dog.
That man has not swindled anybody. Where was Cat in the beginning of this? He was nowhere to be found.
Because he was finding the other 2% that Dog had gotten rid of so that he could run it like his own personal playground.
Like a man once said on TV, all you're talking about was conspiracies and black helicopters.
Are you watching the monitor? Because Dog just got his ass knocked out. And you know what? We ain't even going to give anybody any updates on his health. I'm sure that an ambulance will be needed. I'm sure he'll sit there and whine and cry and bitch and complain. And you know what? I hope he's taken out for a month.
I hope he takes back every belt and takes your job.
Well, I highly doubt that Cat would allow that because, well, Cat and Ed are just two good guys, you know?
You ever seen that movie, Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, well, yeah, it's a wonderful movie as long as you never watched the sequel or the prequel.
Exactly. Those were also two good guys. I don't have to say anymore.
Well, if we want to really get into it, in the prequel, the guy that played Jim Carrey was really good acting as Jim Carrey, but the script sucked, and in the sequel, the script sucked.
Well, I only watched the original.
Everybody loves the original.
Exactly, just like Dog is the original creator of this company.
Well, actually, no, he's not the original creator. That honor belongs to Raiden Shadowblade, who we haven't seen.
Wrestling Federation.
Who we haven't seen hide nor hair of.
So I guess you're gonna say Dog killed him now, drug him off, sent him to Greenland or something.
I'm sure wherever he sent him, it wouldn't be all that great. And here comes one half of the Delamud champions, Ryan. Apparently,
Those guys have been on a roll lately.
Apparently, after last week, Cat sensed a lot of hostility in the tag team match and decided to split them up. So he'll be facing Lord tonight. Or, I'm sorry, he'll be facing Raven tonight. I got my call sheet all mixed up here.
That's what I expect from a Cat supporter. Not only are you calling the matches wrong, he's breaking up a great tag team just for his own enjoyment. If that's not filthy, dirty practices, I don't know what is.
Well, he's given Ryan and Azrael a chance to do what they wanted to do, be in singles competition. Don't ever forget that they didn't want to be a tag team to begin with.
Well, Dog was doing what's best for business, and you know how that is. Sometimes what you want isn't best for business. Dog is a businessman. How many times do I have to tell you that?
But that's the thing, though. He wasn't doing what was best for business. He was doing what was best for Dog.
Which is best for business.
Which was best for Dog.
That's right.
It's a vicious cycle, isn't it?
You're daggone right. Boss is happy, everybody's happy. If the boss is mad, everybody's gonna be sad.
It doesn't matter what mood Dog's in. I'm always in a bad mood around him.
Well, maybe Mr. Shovel can help you out.
I really don't like Mr. Shovel.
Well, he seems to like you a lot.
I know it's really creepy because Mr. Shovel always asks me, "Can you dig it, sucker?" And Raven, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Azayla.
Isn't this the first time they've actually come out together?
No, they came out on one other occasion during the Tonberry takeover.
Well, I'm glad to see these two actually out together. Maybe we can keep you in check this time.
It's... I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
No clue. I don't... I think he just looked at me. I think he gave me a little look. But it's nice to see some singles action coming out of the tag team champions. Let's see if they can hold their own on their own.
Well, you know, tag team fighting is totally different from singles action.
I've definitely noticed that a lot of the time that they kind of go into a singles competition mindset.
I'm going to put this one on Raven. Because he seems to be a greater singles competitor.
Unfortunately, we haven't seen too many wins from him lately. Seems to be in a bit of a slump. I wonder if maybe a nice shoulder massage would help him out or something. Yeah. Shoulder massage.
For all that stuff you talked last week.
What?
You sure are sounding like a specific la-la to me.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about.
I have no clue at all. Anyway, Ryan, being one half of the team of Ryan and Azrael, they did a brutal beating on a deal a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my God, yes they did. It was marvelous.
We're getting reports back that the deal skull may be fully crafted and ready to go pretty soon, so that's always exciting news.
Well, I hope he comes back as a high-quality craft.
I do believe that's the only kind that Ruben does.
Well, I think a deal needed a white mage in this circumstance and not a crafter. So, you take that as you will.
And speaking of injuries lately, I'm sorry, I'm all kinds of mixed up because, you know, Ravens in the ring. Anyway, speaking of injuries lately, we're getting reports back that Santi has suffered a horrible concussion.
So those things are dangerous.
Well, that's what they say, but wrestling did go on for about 80 years before all of a sudden they were the worst thing in the industry.
Well, you know, actually, in the Empire, when twin boys are born, the doctor actually slaps both boys upside the head, and the one that survives the concussion is just, well, that's the one they let live. Because, you know, they got a...
Wait, they kill one of the twins?
Well, Concussion does.
But
Pretty much like a treatment and a cliff. But, hey.
why is the Empire so screwed up?
Really? You asking why we're screwed up? You got bird men in your force. Summoning up bird women.
Yeah?
It's just not right.
Ryan going for the cover. Only getting a 2 count. But apparently, when it comes to the case of Santi, Dog has cleared her to wrestle, while Cat has not until the concussion subsides. And Ed was doing hopscotch. So we don't know if that was a yes or a no.
It's a definite yes.
I
Remember, hopscotch means yes, hula hoop means no. That's how Ed works.
I'm sure we'll find out once Ed has finished up his game. And speaking of breaking news, this just in: Ed has been found, and he was in the green container. Big swing by Ryan, followed by a pin. Oh, I'm sorry, Blaze. I was talking over top of you.
Did the truck come yet and pick him up?
No, but if he hid in there for another hour, he certainly would have. Sound like Ed was quite mad because he was going for his record. And I guess another hour would have done it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking all over you again. And again.
Thought I heard a helicopter, but that was just Ryan sending Raven flying.
Yeah, Ryan hitting some powerful offense here.
He's really coming to his own lately, I suppose.
Well, I certainly think that being one half of the Dalamud champions has definitely bolstered his ego. Raven coming back with some powerful offense. All fired up. Azalea in the corner.
Raven really is a charismatic wrestler, though. No matter what happens, he always gets the people on the feet.
Well, the fans most certainly do love this, the power couple of the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. And Raven nailing that fell cleave. And only a 2. And it seems like an excellent time to mention that this episode of LunarBlades Wrestling Federation is brought to you by Jaded Drag Queen on YouTube. I'm a fan. Blaze is a fan. Nokumus is a fan. Be sure to check them out. Of course, last week, Nokumus mentioning that she was friends with Azalea, and yet accepting gifts from Dog. That, I wonder where Azalea would sit on the fence about that.
I hope you don't get surprised by your little friend Raven. He might be in with Dog.
Oh, he would never join that son of a bitch.
All right. What they say, don't never.
He would drop that idea just like he dropped Ryan with that fell cleave for the 3 count. That's a Raven victory.
It's about time you did some great commentary. I'm proud of you. I swear, every time I see him, either win or come out, it just makes me want to say.
I fully agree with you for some odd reason. Yeah, I get trumpets stuck in my head and everything. Oh, Raven's great. Oh, Raven's great. I mean, I didn't make an entire song to Raven that I should maybe go perform to him right now because he just won. He just won. And winners deserve songs. So,
Well, if winners deserve songs, surely you should have been singing the song of Dog when he was the champion.
that's it. If he legitimately won the championship, I may have done something.
He did legitimately win.
He handed himself the belt.
And that's a win.
And apparently we're heading to the backstage area again.
What?
Part of my understanding that Mystery Attacker is back from last week.
Now you see, Dog is gone and all this chaos is breaking loose. What kind of security does Cat have here?
Well, Dog was also here last week when Santy got taken out and severely concussed.
That's because I told you that was Cat's doing. Cat got this assailant in here, and now we got another talented wrestler potentially fighting for their career.
Looks like they're having a couple of words first. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any audio, and this Mysterious Attacker is just attacking Ariel.
Well, you know how mysterious attackers are. They tend to attack you.
And Ariel fighting back. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. Ariel getting dropped. Who in the hell is this?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I don't think this attacker is someone we've seen before, because that's an unusually tall woman. And I think we know if we've seen her before.
It definitely has some height to it. I'm not sure. Where is security?
Wouldn't it be funny if it turned out Ed was the head of security and they were all ordered to sit in boxes with him, playing duck duck goose?
For some odd reason, that wouldn't surprise me at all, Blaze.
And that's why our fearless leader, Dog, had to take care of all those loose ends, causing this chaos that we're rampant in the company.
Dog hasn't taken care of anything except for himself.
Which takes care of the company.
It doesn't take care of him. He gave himself the championship without anybody winning it and then proceeded to lose it to Drago. And Ariel just got dropped on her head by this mysterious attacker.
Well, if there was no champion, it'd be chaos. Therefore, Dog graciously appointed himself the title of champion. That way the company could have somebody to look forward to. Oh my God. And you're correct about that. That seems to be some sort of finisher for this.
That looks like the same move that was used on Santy. We'll have to check in with the ambulances here. Yeah, ambulances again this week. Well, we'll come back for the second half of the show if we have anybody left that isn't being taken out by this damn mysterious attacker.